Welcome back, everybody, to a new series. Not actually a new series, a new episode in the web designer slash developer portfolio separation series. Today we're going to be working on let me check here. Today we're going to be working on the experience section. Last time, obviously, we worked on the about section here. And we're going to be continuing with the wireframe today, as we did last time. Okay. So, what is the experience section? Experience section is basically the place where I show my previous work experiences. So that's basically it. Um, okay, so what we're going to be doing here is we're not going to be needing the active here because this the experience section. Let's actually keep it under the about. Thinking about it. The reason for that being like an about is like experience is something about me. So that could be something under the about here. Okay, sure. Continuing on, let's call this about um, experience. Experience. And here, let's actually call this personal story. Okay. So what kind of structure do I want here? I basically want to have some sort of headline like this. This looks promising. I can say over 7 years of experience. We can remove this 7 years experience. 7 years, 7 plus, let's say, years experience. Okay. And here we can have some description. By the way, I want to change this. I thought it would be dynamic, but not really. When I pursue this route, my professional area was over 7 years of experience in most of design. He's a software engineer. Yeah, okay, that's actually fine. But here, let's change it. Let's say I've worked with dozens of uh, companies, both startups and um, and what? Okay, both SaaS and physical products. Companies focusing on both SaaS and physical products. I've worked with private and government organizations. Two, let's say. Instead of two, we can say I've worked with uh, I've worked with both private and government organizations uh, throughout my career as well. Okay, so that seems fine for now, at least. And let's change this. What I want to have is I want to have like the time period, for example, the name of the company first of all. Let's just say random company name. Let's say Lean Education. Let's make this a bit bigger here, just on large maybe. That could work. Some description. Let's make this smaller and say Lean Education is a SaaS company working on providing high quality LMS to schools and private teachers, schools and let's say other educational organizations. That's let's say that, and we can have it like this perhaps, or we can have it here. Then we can have a time period 2022, let's say 2022, and I want to make this bigger. Okay, so we can actually take these, Shift A here, it's content. Let's give it 16 pixel gap, and I want this to be inside of a frame. Shift A here. Description, let's call this. Okay, this will be fixed content. Like something like this here. Okay, yeah, it's quite nice here. So I want to group this here. And basically this is what will be happening. This is what will be shown as the experience. Yeah, okay, so then if I duplicate it a couple of times here, around 32, then we're gonna select them all. Here, this will be experiences actually. Experiences. Then we can select them each and give it 32 padding on the bottom, followed by stroke only on the bottom. The stroke would be something pretty light. I'm not sure if we already have a color for that. Let's check out the systems. I think it's gray 800 probably. Let's just give it a gray 800 color. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that looks quite nice. So this will be our list. Obviously, like it doesn't look as good as it can because we don't really have the actual content inserted here. But when the content is here, it will look much better. Obviously, we can change this up. We can say this is one company I worked with. Uh, Another educational company. This actually is called EDU. Worked with a company for a short period of time. I don't remember their name for some reason. I just forgot their name. For now, let's just use another one. Let's say I can't seem to remember any of their names here. Let's say the converter was small SaaS company. Also, I might put YouTube teaching here as well for that looks good, and we can change the years here. This was 2020. This was 2020 as well. This is 2023, I think 2023, 2024, 2023 to 2024. Let's say present here. Okay, this is actually not the system font. That's why it looked good. We want it to be the system. Okay, so I would want to have either I'm gonna put it like this. Let's see how that looks. That looks fine. But if I'm gonna, okay, first of all, let's get it in here. Let's cut it and paste it here. Okay. The thing is here, I want to have some interactions. So I'm just gonna create an image here. Let's duplicate this, bring it over here. Uh, Actually, we want it to be inside of one of the experiences. Let's make them smaller. Okay, the idea here is I want there to be like a small view on hovering over one of these experiences. For example, when I hover over this, an image of the website I created for them might show up right here. So that's like the basic idea of the hover animation. Obviously, we're going to be having to plan out the animations. Thinking about it, uh, I might not have like the resources nor the time to like fully fledged out create the animations in After Effects as I planned. So perhaps what we're going to be making is instead, uh, let's actually remove the stroke from the last one. We're probably just going to be making some planning and some animation boards, uh, and that we're probably going to be just using that. And most of the animations will be planned out and actually created in code using GSAP. So that's probably how it's going to go. Yeah, so this is. Should we add one more? Hmm. Also, I'm really getting a hard time deciding on how to integrate this nav bar. Perhaps I can move this down to better utilize the space. Maybe 96 here. Okay, this looks fine, to be honest with you. This looks completely fine. What we can do, in fact, is just ungroup this. And just row also here. And that would be the main content here. So header experience is nothing. Okay, that looks much better. Here also let's do the same thing. Something like this is going to be the main. So it's a good idea to have everything properly laid out. I'm doing this. I'm doing auto layout and stuff just because I want to have. This is not something you have to do. For example, on wireframes, it's pretty pointless to use auto layout. But this is something personal to me where by just having auto layout everywhere, I have like a mental image of how the final results would be. I have a better understanding of the structure. So this is something I personally like to do, but you don't really have to do it. But it's a plus if you do. Okay, so this will be the experience section. So obviously, I always say this, but this is not the final result. This is just the wireframe. Keep that in mind. Uh, Next up, we're going to be working on technologies work mini CVA footer. Great. So also, before I finish off, I just want to say that I'm thinking to start a new series. Uh, so the new series will be, I'll be picking a programming language slash a framework. Then I'm going to be just, or framework, I mean, when I say slash, then I'm going to be learning that. Okay. So here, this is the full process of me creating a landing page. Sorry, not a landing page, a full website for my portfolio use. But that would be like me actually learning something I don't know. So the full process. So you see, like, if I'm starting out as a programmer, obviously I'm choosing a programming language I don't really know. It's between, I believe it's between Lua, Astro, HTMX, and the other one I forget. So it was Scala. Okay, I'm gonna be choosing one of them, and I'm just gonna be showing you the full process of me learning it. So if that was something you're interested in, please tell me down in the comments, and I want you to choose Again, it's between Lua, Astro, HTMX, and Scala. So the four program languages I just told you. Thanks for watching again. That's all for today. Hope you are enjoying the series so far. And until next time, goodbye.